Hey folks, welcome to night 2 of the Aerovane testing. Tonight we're going to be testing the Aerovane against a standard 4-inch fletch like I did last night. I've moved the hooter shooter up to 30 yards. I'm going to be group testing. And I'm going to be group testing Muzzy fixed blade 100s. A lot of the biggest complaints out there right now is people getting ready for bow season can't get their fixed blades to either group or fly properly. Now I'm not saying the Aerovane is a cure for that. What I'm saying is everybody should have their bow tuned. I tune mine with a hooter shooter, which a lot of people don't have access to do, so I know my bow is perfectly tuned, so they should fly and group pretty decent. But I've got the target set up with a piece of paper for each one of the different arrows to shoot, and we're going to do a 4-shot group and see how everything groups. And there, folks, is a 4-arrow group with Muzzy 100 4-blade fixed heads at 30 yards. Well, the paper's kind of tore up, but I would guess and say that's probably a 1/2-inch group. I imagine by the looks of the size of the hole there, it covered about a 1/2 inch between 4 different arrows. Now, I'm using the same arrow each time for consistency. I want to use everything exactly the same. So let's try the straight 4-inch Duravanes next and see how they do. Okay folks, I'm not exactly sure what happened on those 2 high flyers, but the lower hole down there is about close to 1 1/4 inch, 1.5 inches. And that's the same arrow, same broadhead, just a different fletch shot on it. Okay folks, here's your results. Make sure I don't shoot myself. This is a 4-shot group with Firenock Aerovane. A little over 1/2 inch, 5/8 of an inch group, 4 arrows at 30 yards off the shooting machine. This over here was my first attempt with the straight fletch Duravanes. This one up here I pulled. When I hit the trigger I wiggled the machine, so I really can't count that against it. But these were my first 3 shots right here. 1 and then 2. Starting fresh, because I pulled that 1 shot, I tried another piece of paper. And I got these groups here. This is about 6 arrows right here. For some reason they're walking up. And this is, well, it's not for some reason, I know why. This is what I did. I took the Firenock Aerovane and the 4-inch Duravane and I inserted a Firenock lighted knock. These are Easton light speed arrows and they're real light. And what I did was by changing the forward of center, by putting the lighted knock in here, it really started to make this arrow tail whip. And what happened was you saw it in the accuracy downrange at 30 yards. But the same thing with the heavier Aerovane and the Firenock, it was drilling bullet holes. So that's about your worst case scenario as far as your arrow forward of center. Real light arrow, these are my hunting arrows, with a Firenock and the Aerovanes. It still drills holes with fixed blade broadheads. So I'm going to be using mechanicals this year. I'm going to be using Tenkin 2s, so I should have absolutely no trouble at all with accuracy. If I do, most likely it was my fault and I pulled the shot. But that's it. I've got one more test to do, but I need my still camera, not my video camera. So I'll see you in a couple seconds.